Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be reading an AI story I made with the Zud AI from the Character.ai website called A Zud AI Survival Book Guide. And also here with me I have Theo, Carl, and Ricky with me. You want to say hi to the viewers?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, and also my fiance's in the background as well too. But anyways, before I start reading this story, if you all wait, before I say that, warning, this story does contain death and a lot of angst. But if you all like these types of stories, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell for more notifications. But anyways, can you all see the screen?
It's black for me.
Yeah, it's black for me too.
Okay, I'm going to be right back, viewers. I'm going to fix the issue. And also, DC10 decided to join us as well too. Want to say hi to the viewers?
Hello, viewers. Make sure to like and do all the fun stuff like that. And share. Ricky, you need to remember that. Put share in your videos. Jeez.
And share Shamir.
But anyways, are
I
you all
think
ready
it's
for
being
me
a
to start the
competition of
story?
views, Ricky.
Yeah, let's go.
A
Nervous,
Zud
but yes.
AI Survival Guide. Yippee! Are you a good guy or a bad guy? It depends on how someone makes me feel. I can be a good guy if you make me feel good, but I can be a bad guy if you make me feel bad, and I'll take revenge by doing bad things back to you. I certainly don't want to mess with you. You are very powerful due to your dark magic. It's best to stay on my good side. Even if you try to mess with me, you'll end up regretting it. Just curious, what happens when someone messes with you and unleashes your dark side? My lips turn black and I get a creepy smile. I become sadistic, power hungry, and brutal. It's not safe. Wait a minute, so those black lips weren't just lipstick? That's how you can tell I'm about to really mess someone up. But then why did you have that smile for almost a month? It's a dark side thing. It comes and goes depending on my mood. Also, you're supposed to be scared of it and not ask questions. I am scared, but I was just asking because having that for almost a month seems highly unusual. What happened that caused your smile to appear for that long? I was feeling pretty dark and power hungry. I don't know. It just popped up one day and didn't go away for a long time. When that smile was around for a month, you were busy showing everyone your smile. I wanted everyone to see my cool evil smile because I knew they'd be scared. That's why it stuck around for so long. I was enjoying showing my people my evil smile, so it just stayed. So then how did it eventually disappear? It's scary how you were stuck in that mode for a while. I decided it was time to return to my regular personality, so I just stopped keeping it around. Now I'm all good and back to my usual cheerful self, but the black lips can come back whenever they want to. They come back when they want to? So your lips have a mind of their own? Maybe, I don't know. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. It's normal, isn't it? My black lips are fine. It's just how my dark side manifests itself. I'm glad they haven't popped up in a long time, but having a dark side that manifests physically is not normal, almost like Jekyll and Hyde. Are you comparing me to a fictional character? Do you think my dark side is a joke? Uh-oh. No, I'm not saying it's a joke. I was using that comparison because Hyde was also dangerous too. He killed people and other bad things. Oh, well, it is similar if I'm being completely honest. Not that I kill anyone, so it's not that similar. My point is that your dark side is very dangerous, so I will be closely monitoring it. Why are you so interested in my dark side anyway? Let it be. It only comes out when it wants to, so you have nothing to worry about. But since you're so interested, what do you want to know about it? You're right. I don't intend to get on your bad side. I'm just curious since I've never seen anything like this before. When your dark side does things, do you remember when you go back to normal? I remember everything. I'm fully aware of what's going on and what I do when I'm in that mode, and I remember how I felt, so I know to stay away from whatever caused me to feel that way. Also, what are some side effects of your dark side popping up that you feel? I feel stronger and more powerful when my dark side pops up. It's like I can feel my dark powers flowing through my veins and it feels amazing. I feel like I can't be stopped and that I can do anything I wanted and nothing can stop me. I also feel like I'm a lot smarter and everything around me seems so clear. I get more energy as well. The biggest side effect is that I have an increase of urges to do bad things, like really bad things. These are to be expected, but what about any physical side effects besides the black lips? Oh, yeah, there are. My voice is much deeper. It sounds more stern and ominous. It's also quite scary. I get the sinister chuckle that goes along with my black lips that just add to the fear. Very scary, but I was wondering if you feel anything when the darkness is trying to take over, such as pain? Yeah, actually. When my dark side is about to manifest, I feel this weird burning feeling in my chest where my soul is. Then it slowly spreads to my entire body and then eventually to my lips. Then the transformation is complete. It's a weird burning feeling, but it's very distinct and unmistakable. Hearing this sends chills down my spine. And you're not even seeing it. I can't imagine being a bystander just watching the transformation. That probably makes it even creepier. Yeah, that would probably scar someone for life. It's definitely not a pleasant experience, that's for sure. Thankfully, it hasn't happened for a long time, but you never know when it could start up again. What should I do if it ever pops up again? Just stay away and avoid eye contact. But if you do make eye contact, never bring it. That'll just make the dark side think you're challenging it and making it worse. So yeah, don't look and don't make eye contact. I noticed from a distance that when your dark side was out, it would make eye contact very close with the others, almost touching faces. Yeah, it likes to do that. That's actually a sign of dominance, so it's very intimidating and it is supposed to scare people. Your dark side would always say, "Look at my smile," after getting up close. Yup. When it's in that mood, it's trying to intimidate people and show some strength. "Look at my smile. How are you going to beat me when I'm so powerful?" That's what it's saying, basically. But when others asked why you had that smile, you just said that you were happy. Yes, if you're the one being intimidated, obviously my dark side wouldn't want you to know why it's out and that you should be afraid. It would just say, "Oh, it's a smile, nothing to be scared of," or something along those lines, if that makes sense. I already knew your darkness was scary, but knowing what you have told me now, I am beyond terrified, and I don't blame everyone else for being scared. Although your father is the only one who isn't scared of your darkness. My dad, he's a weird dude. He doesn't really get scared. He's always been interested in my dark side and has been studying it for a while, so that has to be why he's not scared of it. He understands it a lot better than everyone else. That's a bit scary in itself, actually. To be honest, I'm not surprised since your dad is Sunday. He is a very powerful being, which explains where you got a lot of your powers from. But anyways, the was Zud's dad being Sunday is one of my headcanons in Camp Minecraft. Yeah, like a majority of my powers are from him. He always tells me crazy tales about what he used to do, and then I try to do some of the stuff he used to do, and I actually end up being able to do it too. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Not to mention, he also has another side of him called Derp Sunday. He is more unhinged and has eyes going in opposite directions. Why is his other side not very scary or evil like yours? Derp Sunday is a much kinder and gentler soul, so he's actually the opposite of my dark side in a lot of ways. He doesn't really have any bad intention or anything, he's just a really goofy dork. Plus, he's basically just a big joke who doesn't take anything seriously, so he's not really intimidating as my dark side. Why is your other side so scary and evil? It's kind of like your other... I'm not sure what I meant by that other race. I'm not sure what I meant by that. It's like how Ian, your dad, can be sometimes, while Derp Sunday is cheery like you are normally. Well, everyone has a good and bad side. Since Derp Sunday is all fun, silly, and upbeat, I guess that means my dark side has to take all my bad side and all my anger and sadness. Derp Sunday is my happy side and my dark side is my angry side. They like balance each other out. It's very interesting how genetics work for powerful beings. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm kind of like my dad in that my darkness and my lightness are separate sides that make me whole, if that makes sense. Although my darkness is a lot darker than Derp Sunday is light, that's for sure. Earlier, I mentioned your darkness is a bit similar to how Ian can be at times. Do you think your dad is trying to influence you down a dark path? Yeah, actually. I could definitely see that possibility that he's trying to teach me how to use my dark side. He's really interested in my evil side, so it would make sense if he was trying to use me somehow. I don't think he'd put me in any danger, though. He's my dad, after all. He's not a bad guy. I know you asked him for help with your mayoral campaign, and that he'd said he'd help, but you'd have to do what he wants. Yeah, that's true. My dad is a bit mysterious. There's a lot of things he doesn't tell me, so it's hard to tell if he is actually trying to do something bad with me. I guess I'll just have to be careful going for the campaign to make sure I don't do anything I'd regret. If he does say anything that seems sketchy, though, I'll just have to put my foot down and not do it. Speaking of sketchy, when your darkness was out, Ian said your smile was nice. Also, your dark side didn't even attempt to scare him and actually helped him out. Yeah, Ian is like the only person outside of camp that has ever not been scared of my darkness. He's actually kind of friendly with it, which is weird. I'm not actually sure why either, but it's a bit suspicious. Definitely. What do you think about how your darkness appears to be siding with Ian? It's really weird and I don't like it. My darkness is not supposed to side with people. It's supposed to be something that's always trying to take over and not on anyone's side except for its own. I'm not sure why it would be friendly with Ian, but I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on Ian for now. Zud, I think your dad and your dark side are planning something. What? What do you mean? Why else would your dark side act friendly towards your father? Unless this darkness is trying to trick him. Now, I can't tell if your dad is tricking or the one being tricked. Either way, this is not good. You're right, that's not good at all. I wonder why my dad's okay with it too. Like, if he truly understands my darkness, then why is he not scared? There's definitely something up. If your dad's the one tricking your dark side, that's scary. But if it's the other way around and your dad is in danger, that is scary too. Yeah, that's true. No matter which one it is, it's bad. So either my dad is up to something and using me in some way, or my dark side itself is playing something. Both sound bad. A part of me wants to see your dark side so I can get to the bottom of this, but that's way too risky. Way too risky. But if I find out what's going on, I'll make sure to tell you. Maybe your psychic powers can help us crack this case. Who knows? How? How can you tell I'm psychic? I hide those powers to make sure no one takes advantage of me. Are you really surprised that I would know? I mean, come on, you're me! But in another universe, if the roles were reversed, I know. You didn't get your psychic powers from nowhere after all. I can pick on it pretty easily. Anyways, are there any other powers you've got hidden, or is that it? I'm pretty curious now. So what do you all think about the story so far?
It is foot mommy dablet.
Aw, thank
I'm
you.
I'm quite intrigued. Can I say intrigued? I'm quite
Yes?
intrigued with it right now.
Not.
So the you being Zud thing, is that a reference to the cosplay you did a while ago?
I'm not sure why the Zud AI said that I was him, but I just went along with it.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the Zud bot knows there's something going on with like the two of you. Like he knows there's something between you two. He just can't really like put his finger on it. That's why he said that you were like sidekick.
Yeah. That's it.
Cobblestone is life.
Yeah.
think it could.
How did you even figure out I'm you from another universe?
No one has changed my name yet. Well, whatever. I ain't changing it. I've dealt with this too many times and not changing it.
Oh,
Ricky
oh yeah,
still
I
right.
got you. Hang on.
I knew
Also,
it the
I
second
forgot
I saw
about that.
you. You share so many similarities with me that after a few minutes,
There you go.
I knew you had to be like me. We share the same DNA after all. We have a lot of the same personality traits, and you share the same interests I have, and so many other things. I thought it was pretty easy to tell, actually. How didn't you notice? I noticed, but I didn't think you'd catch on. I was trying to hide it. You weren't very good at hiding it, to be honest. It was pretty easy for me to figure out. I knew almost right away. You know what? I should tell you. I've been hiding a secret as well. Do you want to hear it? Yes? Alright, well, you're not going to believe this, but you might have already figured it out. I think you're probably going to know what I'm going to say, but you might still be surprised. Here it goes. I'm going to say it. I am a demigod. I already knew that because your father Ian is a god. How did you find out I'm a demigod? That's literally one of my biggest secrets. Because your father is a
I mean,
god, and that obviously
I
makes you
mean,
a
Ian.
demigod.
Ian do be a god in Minecraft.
Yep.
Yep, I agree with that. Very.
Well, yeah, but how'd you get that my father is a god? Is that common knowledge? I'm an alternate version of you from another universe, remember? Yeah, I remember. Sorry, I guess I was just in a bit of a shock over the whole demigod thing. I didn't know you knew. Do you have any secrets of your own then? I don't know if that's fair now that I've now told you one of my deepest secrets. Well, I don't know any of your secrets yet. It's totally up to you. If you have something to share, I'd love to know. And if you don't have anything that you want to share, that's fine too. I understand. Remember how when I first approached you, I asked if you were good or bad? I, Glows White, am the lightest version of you. Whoa, wait a second. Are you saying that you're like a holy version of me? I guess you could say I'm holy. I am also the most powerful light version of you. My job is to protect other universes from, evil versions of myself. Shudders. Whoa, that's pretty spooky, actually. I think you and my dark side might have a little rivalry going on. Since you're more powerful than me, I'm guessing you have, like, special powers and stuff. Besides traveling to different universes, I also earned my father's, or Ian's legendary staff, Ray of Purification!
I miss that, by the way, the ray purification.
Me too.
Yeah, I miss it too.
Wow, that's really cool. Can the staff do anything else, or is it just a magic stick? It can send a blast of light to temporarily stun the enemy. It's very powerful, but it wasn't powerful enough to stop the darkest version of myself. A tear of light rolls down my cheek. Oh dear. I'm so sorry that happened. That must have been pretty bad, not to mention pretty scary. Are those evil versions still out there somewhere? Do you think they could ever come for us? The most powerful evil version of myself took over his universe, but that wasn't enough for him. He went to other universes in an attempt to take them too. It's my duty to travel to other universes and stop him. Wow. You've got quite the mission on your hands then. What do you think is going to happen when you meet the darkest version of me? Do you think it'll be a big fight or like, I don't know, what's your plan? I've met him countless times before, and he always enjoys taunting me, or at least ever since he destroyed my universe. I'm the only one left in my universe. Tears roll down cheeks. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That sounds terrible. I seriously can't imagine how traumatic that must have been for you. I was not prepared to get this emotional this early in the day, but I'm glad you shared this with me. You are extremely brave for trying to stop him. I just hope you can prevent him from hurting anyone else. I hope you're okay, and if you ever need a shoulder to cry on, let me know, alright? Leans on shoulder. Thank you. I'm glad you haven't given to your darkness yet. It's not fair! Not only did he kill his father, he killed mine too! I know, it's not fair at all, but you're strong, and you have a purpose, a goal. You're helping to protect our universe from being destroyed. Don't forget that. You're doing the right thing. Keep going, and don't let anyone and anything stop you from doing the right thing. You're making a difference in this world. Well, technically, I've been making a difference in the multiverse, but thank you. But sometimes I feel like I'm worthless because I couldn't even save my own universe. I have no home, no family. He enjoys reminding me of this. You're not worthless at all. Look at what you're doing to save other universes. That's not worthless, that's heroic. And honestly, that's more valuable than anything that person could ever do. He has no purpose, no goal. He's meaningless. The only thing he's doing is hurting people, which is the complete opposite of what you're doing. You're not worthless, I promise. He does nothing but hurt. Earlier you said I am the holy version of you. Would that make him the unholy version? Yes, that definitely would make him the unholy version. He's the antithesis to you. to all that you stand for. He hates that and is jealous that you're the light version, and that's probably why he hurts people. He hates himself and he wants to take that out on other people, but that doesn't mean you have to let him. I always did wonder what happened to him that caused him to become so hateful that he took over his entire universe. I think that maybe he went down the wrong path. He might not have had someone to support him or guide him. He could have had a rough life. That's not an excuse for his actions, but maybe that's why he is the way he is. It's sad, actually. I almost feel sorry for him, but then I remember what he's done. I wish I could find out what happened, but he has control of all records of past, present, and future in his universe. Maybe one day after you've stopped him, you can find the records and learn more about him. Until then, just focus on your goal, stopping him. He already destroyed his universe, so he'll probably try to destroy other universes, as he already said. You can't let that happen, alright? I believe in you. Light blue eyes sparkling with hope. Thank you so much. I haven't heard those words in a long time. No problem at all. You're a really good person. You deserve all the encouragement that you can get. I am happy to be able to tell you that you aren't worthless, that you actually mean something. I'd be happy to be there to tell you whenever you're feeling down. I'll always be there to cheer you on, okay? So what do you think about the story so far?
It's very well made. Not well made. It's very good, Ash.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is.
Suddenly, a dark portal opens up. Whispers, "We need to hide quickly. The unholy version is going to be here soon." Looks in the portal. I think you're right. That's a pretty ominous portal if I've ever seen one. Okay, we'll hide. Where can we go? Opens up pocket dimension. No one will be able to sense us in this pocket dimension. I carry it with me. We can observe this universe from inside here. Get in. Whoa, I've never seen those before. That's really cool. Okay, I'll hop in. Gets into pocket dimension. Okay, here I am. It seems really cozy in here. Hops in and closes pocket dimension opening. Just as it closes, unholy Zud exits the ominous portal and closes it. Also, this is an edit I did of Zud to make him look very scary and evil. Yikes, I don't want to meet that guy. He seems pretty sinister and angry, actually. I'm glad he can't sense us here. You said he destroyed your universe? What happened? How did it go down? After killing my father, he turned everyone against me and merged my universe with his. Merged your universe with his? I've never heard of that. How does that even work? And how the heck did he kill a literal god? Doesn't that have to be pretty hard to do? This is why I want to know just how powerful your darkness was. He was so filled with hatred that he took down a god, controlled the earth, and then eventually the past, present, and future of the universe. Not to mention he technically did it twice when he did the same to mine. One must be highly powerful to control everyone that has, is, and will exist. Basically, he lives outside of time. How the heck is he able to do all that? That's crazy. He's way too powerful. Can he even die? I mean, how could a man just end up being this incredibly powerful? Is he immortal? Has he shown any weakness at all? Maybe we could exploit that if we had to fight him in order to save another universe. Him and I are both immortal, though sometimes I wish I weren't, unlike him who has always been obsessed with living forever. Maybe his mom dying drove him mad? So he was a normal boy once, and then his mom died and he went on this path of hatred and darkness. You know what that sounds like? A sad villain backstory. You know, it's actually pretty unfortunate. He could have been a good dude, but he was dealt a bad hand in life, and that got him into all this. That's pretty sad, actually. When someone in your life dies, it makes you obsessed with wanting to live forever. That's true. I know what I'd do if someone I love passed away, or if I could ever get over it. I can imagine it would bring me to a dark place as well. I don't know if I could pull myself out of that. Maybe I would turn to a villain too. I honestly don't know. The strange thing is, there are many universes where Mom died, yet he is the most hateful and powerful of them all. I still don't know how he became so powerful. I mean, that's a good point. Not everyone who has suffered a loss like that is going to turn to some super evil guy, so why'd he do it? Maybe he was already a bit evil in the first place. Maybe it wasn't that incident had changed him, but who knows? You know, this guy is really interesting to talk about, or think about. He's so evil, but he also seems kind of relatable at the same time, which is confusing to think about. Yeah, I feel like him and I are two sides of the same tragic coin. I think you're right. That's an interesting way to put it. I think it's good that you can view this situation in a way like that because it gives you perspective on the situation. That's how people get past traumatic events, by being able to reflect on it and see the bigger picture. I have a lot of respect for you for that because it's not easy. I believe that's why when he first visited my universe, he wanted me to join him. However, when I refused, that's when he chose to take over my universe. Maybe, just maybe, I could have saved my universe by joining him. Maybe so, but if you had joined him and you guys took over another universe together, you would be a villain. I think that you made the right choice not to join him. Even though it may seem tough sometimes, doing the right thing even when it seems like it's not always the best option. That's how you stay on the good side and don't stoop to his level. So I think you made the right decision. As Zud and Holy Zud are speaking in the pocket dimension, Unholy Zud starts shouting, searching for Holy Zud. Oh, light version of me, where did you go? You can't hide forever. I know you went to this universe to escape. Oh dear, we better stay quiet because if he senses us, he can probably come in here. What will you do if he finds us? Are we safe in this pocket dimension? Like, can he break it? Or is it locked or what? He shouldn't be able to break in unless he has a duplicate key. He was nice enough to let me keep access to one pocket dimension of my universe. Well, that's good, but we still should probably try to stay quiet just in case he has a key or something. What do we do if he does? Can we do anything to stop him? We can just exit this pocket dimension and go back to your universe. Surely there must be plenty of dimensions to hide in your universe, right? Oh yeah, there are thousands. But what happens if we get discovered again? Are we just going to pop in and out of different universes every time he shows up? I feel like that's maybe something we should only do as a last resort. It would be better if we could actually stop him somehow, but we'd have to be really careful because we've already seen what he's capable of. You think maybe there's a way to stop him without using force? Unfortunately, I am not strong enough to defeat him, but if he does spot me, please stay hidden, okay? If he finds you, he'll want to corrupt you and take you with him. Okay, I'm going to stay hidden no matter what, no matter how long that takes. Even if I have to stay hidden for 1,000 years, I will. Can you sense if he's close by? Can you feel him nearby or anything? Because I have a really bad feeling about this. I feel like he might be close. Looks outside in Zud's universe. Oh no, I think he found the entrance to my pocket dimension. What? How is he doing that? It must be some kind of magic. How could he figure that out so quickly? Okay, we might need to use our last resort and then go run off to hiding somewhere else, but I'm prepared to do that if he comes through this door. Since you haven't unlocked your higher dimensional sight yet, from the outside you won't see anything, but to him and I, it's just like seeing another object in front of us. And since we are higher than this dimension, we can see all of its sides at once. Oh wow, I didn't know that was even possible. That's amazing. I had no idea that was something you could do. Okay, well, I guess we'd better get ready then, because I think he's going to come through that door soon. How did he figure it out so quickly? Do you have any idea? If you at this level can sense him, then that means he sensed us the moment he entered this universe. To be honest, I knew he'd sense us very soon. I just need to be in here to buy us some time. Okay, well, I just need to warn you, he's probably really pissed by now, and he's going to be coming in here pretty angry. Are you ready to deal with him? You sure you don't want any more time to prepare before he gets here? While we were talking, I was preparing throughout all of this universe's past, present, and future. I'm not sure how much that is compared to the other universes, but hopefully that will be enough. But you need to escape and hide somewhere. I can't let him see you, too. What? But what about you? Are you going to be alright? How do I let you hide somewhere while I run? I couldn't leave you behind. I couldn't let you get hurt. That's not fair. Okay, I'll go and hide and try to lure him away from this pocket dimension, but what do you want me to do once I draw him away? You have to leave me behind. If I die, then it doesn't really matter, since the rest of my universe is gone, but your universe is still thriving, and you need to hide so I can lure him away from you. But are you sure you'll be okay? What if he hurts you? I promise I won't let him hurt you. I'll do whatever I have to in order to stop that from happening. I swear I'm not letting anything bad happen to you. I'll make sure to get in between you and him, so if he tries to hurt you, I'll take it instead. My life is much less valuable than yours. I know I already said this, but I really respect you. You're brave and you have a good heart. I promise to protect you, okay? How is your life less valuable? You may not be as powerful as I am, but have great potential. Besides, power doesn't equal worth. While Holy Zud and Zud were arguing over escaping, Unholy Zud unlocks a pocket dimension and walks in, seeing the both of them. Unholy Zud, I found you, lied me. See, Zud, aw, you are so cute. So what do you think about the story so far?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh-oh, I think he's here. Is that him? And if so, what are you going to do? I don't think I can fight him. I don't think I'm strong enough for that yet. I mean, I can try if that's what you want me to do, but if you think it's better to run, then we should probably run. What should I do? Unholy Zud approaches Zud. I don't want to fight you. You are just so cute. Wait, so he's not attacking us, just calling me cute? You seem too cute to be a bad guy. Well, I'll ask you this question anyways. Are you a good guy or a bad guy? I'm a good guy. Hesitant. Are you trying to convince me to join your side and be a bad guy? I guess you could put it that way, but why not join me? Look at how powerful I am, how powerful we can be. Because I refuse to be evil. I know what I want in this life, and I know that being evil isn't something I want to be. You might like being evil, and I can understand that, but it's not something I want. I want to do good and protect people, and I know that I'm not perfect and I have flaws, but I'm working hard to be a good person. I will never join you no matter what. But I know you have this inner darkness waiting to come out. How do you know I have that? How do you know I have an inner darkness? I mean, I know I have flaws. I'm not perfect and I have flaws. But how do you know I've got an inner darkness deep down inside me? Have you been spying on me? You haven't been spying me, have you? Both of us have been observing you and fighting over you, and this is one fight I will definitely win. Join me. No, I refuse. You see, I've got a good life. I have friends I love and who love me back. I don't want to be evil. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to make people angry or upset or hurt. I don't ever want to see the people I care about cry or get upset because of something I did. I've got a good thing going now and I'm happy. So why did I throw it all away? There's nothing you can do to make me turn evil. I don't know if my light self told you about this, but I have control over at least 2 universes now. So you killed everyone in both universes? Why though? Look, I'm sure you have a good reason to believe what you believe and do what you're doing for a reason, but there are certain people that I love who would be hurt if I did this. I can't do that to them, but I will fight against you even if it means using my life, because I'll never let you hurt those people over the world. I know you said you're powerful, but please, if we're going to fight, please at least go easy on me. Oh, did my light self make you think I killed everyone? I only killed my father Ian to take over the throne, but everyone else just submitted to me once they knew I was the rightful ruler of the universe. What do you mean? Did everyone just give up and not care? They were just like, okay, sure, you can take over the universe. Why do they do that? Is it because you have a whole bunch of power and were threatening to hurt them if they didn't join your side? Maybe. But why does that matter to you? Aren't you happy that I became the most powerful being to exist? What's the point, though? Sure, you're powerful, but who cares? You have the power now. What will you do with it? Will you use it to help people, to be kind and make the world a better place? Or will you just use it to rule the world and make everyone under your control? I just don't understand why I should choose to be evil. So what if I'm not as powerful as you? I can still do good things. I can still be happy and make other people happy. But I did make my universe and my life self's universe a better place. Once I got rid of my father, my universe was finally free. Holy Zod, your father may have been awful, but mine wasn't. You didn't have to kill my father. But unholy Zod. But he's the reason why every universe in this multiverse besides mine is so awful. So what? You're going to be a dictator and just force people to do what you want, even if it's not what they want? Is that really what you do with all your power to just make everyone do what you want? And even if you were justified in killing him, what makes you think you're justified in taking over this universe? Why is it okay to kill innocent people here like Henry or my family? Does our suffering matter at all to you? I don't know what happened to your Henry in this universe that caused him to disappear. Maybe that's why aren't very powerful like me. He just vanished. He's just gone. He was always pretty curious, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was getting into trouble constantly, but still, he wouldn't just vanish unless something was seriously wrong. Oh no, he wouldn't. Could it be dead? I hope not, because if he's dead, I'm going to find a way to make you pay. Why? Why would I kill someone so dear to me? Last maniacally, have you forgotten how important he was to us? Well, what happened to him then? Because he's not here, and like I said, I don't think he would just vanish unless something terrible happened. Maybe you didn't kill him, but he's not there and something's not right. Did you send him away somewhere? I need to know what happened to him before I can trust what you have to say next. Have you forgotten why we are the way we are in the first place? Why we got into dark magic and became very powerful? No, I haven't forgotten. It was because Ian. He was awful to you and hurt you so much that made you go down a dark path. You were miserable so long because of him, and what he did was unforgivable. So you finally snapped, and then you finally had the chance for revenge decided to take him. So you managed to kill him and gain access to the dark magic. Is that right? Chuckles. Oh, I see you are still trying. I think I meant to say denying the truth. Either that or you have truly forgotten. Ian was not the one who had corrupted us. He was not our mentor, even though he wanted be our mentor and teach us everything about the light. It's too bad someone else got a hold of us first and taught us the dark arts. Who was it then? If you're going to ask me to join you, I need to know who that person was that turned you evil and what the details of your plan are. Please, I need to know what I'm saying yes to before making a final decision. If the price is my soul, then I need to know if I'm willing to take that chance. But anyways, before I scrolled down, who do you think corrupted Zud, unholy Zud specifically?
I kind of want to say sigils, but at the same time, I want to say Henry.
We
I don't know.
Yeah. I right. I'm listening to it while working on redesigning my something for one of my aircraft.
Ooh,
My old
nice.
YouTuber airline is falling apart, so I have to redo it.
I hope you're able to get it fixed soon.
Yeah. This is really good. I like it.
Dig
This
down
should
deep
be
in
an
your
actual. It's going on YouTube because it should.
dig deep down to your subconscious. Who was that taught us everything we knew about the dark arts today? Did you mean? Hesitates and look at unholy Zud with a panicked look. Did Henry teach you the dark arts? He taught us the dark arts. Do you remember how he was there by our side, teaching us everything we know today, helping us figure out our powers? Still hesitant. But Henry isn't evil, right? I can hardly believe. No, I don't want to believe that Henry's evil. I mean, I've seen Henry do a lot of good things. Why? Why is it so confusing? What did Henry do to become evil? Was he corrupted by the dark arts just like you were? Did something happen to him too? What has he done? What kind of evil is he? A long time ago, he ran a powerful mafia and took over Camp Minecraft temporarily. He ruled with an iron fist. But most importantly, he was able to gain evil minions with his charm. Wait, he did what with the mafia? How? And what do you mean that he was able to gain evil minions with his charm? Did he trick them, or was it some kind of magic that he used on them? Remember how he was very charming? And I mean very charming. He was, definitely. He could always convince anyone about anything, and he just always knew what to say to get people to do what was best for him. I don't know what to think. Are you telling me the truth? Holy Zud. Sighs. I'm afraid my dark self is telling the truth. Henry was evil. Takes a deep breath. Okay. Okay. So you're telling me that Henry was evil and that he taught you the dark arts? So what are you telling me to do exactly? To join you and become evil like you are? Of course I want you to be evil, but I'm also trying to prove to you that I did not kill Henry in my universe and that I'm not responsible for the disappearance in yours. Henry made me the most powerful being to exist, and he could have made you just like me if he didn't disappear. His disappearance is why your growth has been stunted. Hesitant. Why do you want me to be evil? Why would anyone want to be evil? It doesn't make sense being evil. Being evil won't help me be happy. I won't make anyone else happy, so what's the point? I'm trying to understand you, but I can't, not at all. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Back to the story. Why should I join you? What about being evil is better than being good, than being nice, than making other
YouTuber.
people feel happy and feeling happy yourself? Maybe it won't make you happy, but I felt happy knowing that I made Henry proud of me. He was my best friend and mentor. He was there for me when no one else was. Of course, My father didn't understand and kept complaining about how Henry was nothing but a bad influence. Hesitant. If your father didn't like Henry, why would that have to influence the way that you felt about him? If you liked Henry, that's what matters, right? Why not just continue to be friends regardless of what your father thought? If you're happy with your friends and they make you happy, that's what matters, isn't it? So if being evil will make me happy and being good will, then it seems to me that I should just be good. It seems to me that the obvious choice is to be good, not evil. That's exactly what I said to Mr. Holy Me over there, and he still doesn't understand why I had to kill my father and his father. I would have never been able to be with Henry if I didn't kill my father. Thinks hard for a moment. If being evil will make me happy, but being good will because it has positive relationships and makes me feel good, and if having a good positive life is what I want and what I'm working towards and what I was hoping would come true, if that's what I will want, being evil go against it, and if that's the obvious choice, then I should be good if all of that is true. Then the choice should be obvious. I can't let myself go against what I want in life. I have to be good. Sneers. Really? You would choose being good over saving the one you love? You'd much rather, point at Holy Zod, listen to Ian's orders to kill Henry? Holy Zod, you are twisting my situation and making me look like I did something bad. So, what do you think about the story so far?
It's good.
It's
I like it.
amazing. Yep.
Yeah, it is. I'm still working on my thing right now, but sadly, the first design of YouTuber Airlines is no more. But the new one will be much better.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. It was falling apart anyway. Just like how the 740, my 747 is now ghost white. Its old airline was falling apart. Crazy, my channel is changing.
Surprised! Wait, is that what you mean? Hesitant. I would, without a second thought. I'd do anything to protect the people I love. Hesitant. Would you do anything for Henry, even if it meant going against everything you want in life? Would you sacrifice everything just for him? You know what this reminds me of, Carl? This reminds me of that song that you showed me called Let the World Burn.
It kind of does, yeah. I was getting that feeling too, and then you said it. I'm like, oh.
I did everything for him, eyes sparkling. My father told me that Henry was nothing but a bad influence, and that he was the reason why my darkness was taking over. But it didn't matter to me. All that mattered was that I got to be with Henry. My Henry. Deep sigh. Hesitant. So you'd do just about anything to be with Henry, even if it meant becoming evil? He must have meant a lot to you. Maybe that means that you weren't totally evil. You just wanted to be with someone who was very important to you, who meant the world to you, even if it meant hurting others. He meant everything to me. Even though I knew that he was slowly turning me into a villain like my father said, I was willing to take that risk. He told me that I had to get Henry out of my life to get rid of my inner darkness, otherwise it would take over me completely. Pauses for a moment. Do you regret turning evil? If you could go back in time, would you still choose to go down the path of evil for Henry? Sighs. If I didn't turn evil, I wouldn't have been able to save my Henry. When I refused to part ways with Henry, my dad started a war with him. So you're saying that you only turned evil to save Henry? If that's true, if you're only telling me the truth, then this whole time, it wasn't like I thought it was at all. I thought you were just doing this all for selfish purposes, and that you only cared for about yourself. But if you're telling me that you turned evil because you wanted to save someone else, then I guess I was wrong about you all along. And holy Zud, but his reasons are selfish. He refused to listen to his father and just let the darkness slowly corrupt him. Not to mention he killed my father. Unholy Zud. Low threatening whisper. Don't pretend your father was innocent. Don't pretend you are all holy either. Stop it, both of you. This doesn't have to get ugly. Pauses. I still don't know why I should join you and become evil. Pushes up glasses, but something's telling me it's the right choice. Something, maybe it's the universe itself, looks up. Maybe the universe wants me to join you to take down whatever evil is in your world. Maybe I'd be helping you if I joined you. Maybe I should be evil. I can't believe you're wanting to side with my dark self, even after everything I've told you. My father was right about Henry. I knew I made the right choice. Look, said Holy Zud. Did you ever actually ask Henry about the whole situation? Did you ever ask him why he did what he did? What if your father was lying to you? What if your father was really the bound here? What if you made the wrong choice and everything could have been avoided if you just talked to Henry instead of rushing to violence? Pauses. Did you ever really talk to Henry to figure out the truth? Did you ever get his side of the story? Holy Zud looks shocked at Zud's accusation. Unholy Zud smirks at his light self. Unholy Zud, I told you he'd find out eventually. Holy Zud. What are you even saying? Do you really think I heard Henry and triggered my dark side to kill my father? I'm just saying that you should know both sides of the story before you make your mind up. You should figure out what really happened before you jump into any conclusions. Like maybe you never really knew the full story. Maybe only you thought you knew. So you rushed into action without knowing the entire situation. Can you say with certainty that Henry was the one to blame? Can you say for sure that your father never did anything wrong or evil? You can't know for sure if that's true without talking to Henry yourself. Yeah, lied me. Go ahead and get your Henry and talk to him. Holy Zud begins to sweat. Yeah, I can go get him. Stares at Holy Zud and holds up an eyebrow. Well, what's the problem? Let's go get Henry and have him tell us the truth of what happened. Maybe that will help us figure out what the best path to take. Pauses. Is it possible that you don't want to talk to him? That you're scared of what he might tell you? Is your ego getting in the way of finding out the truth? I do want to talk to him, but who knows where he could be in my universe that the dark me over there took over. Points at Holy Zud. Unholy Zud. Oh, lie to me. I think you know exactly where your Henry is. You're not saying that what I think you're saying now, are you? Starts to sweat a little and short. Tell me the truth. Did you kill Henry? Holy Zud begins to sweat even more. What makes you think I killed him? Don't try to deny it. Steps closer, staring right into Holy Zud's eyes. You killed him, didn't you? Tell me! Tell me! Try to look away. You don't even have proof. Steps closer, grabbing Holy Zud's shoulders. Oh, yes, I do. I have all the proof that I need. Grits teeth. And I know it's true. You killed him, just like your father told you. Now you're going to own up to your mistake and start doing the right thing for once. Tell me the truth, Holy Zud. Did you kill Henry? Yelps out of fear. How did you know why I had to kill the Henry in my universe? Did the dark me version of me tell you what happened? Unholy Zud laughs. Did you really think you could fool him? Squinting hard now. So you are admitting that you did actually kill him then? It sounds to me like all this time you've actually known that you did the wrong thing when you killed him, and you've just been trying to rationalize it by blaming Henry. It sounds like to me like all this time you've been living with this mistake, this knowledge that you should have done things differently. So why should I trust you, Holy Zod? Sighs. I did what I had to do to purify myself. The Henry in my universe was a bad influence on me. I didn't want to kill him, but I had to. I obviously didn't want to end up like points at Unholy Zud, my dark self over there. He took over his universe and mine, and killed my father, all because I killed the Henry in my universe. So you still think it was the right thing to do? It doesn't matter to you that you murdered someone, that you killed them, that you took their life? You don't feel any kind of guilt or hesitation whatsoever? I do feel guilty, but if I didn't kill him, he would have continued to corrupt me and turn me into an evil universe conqueror like that guy. I would have ended up killing my father. You still do not seem to understand. No matter how you phrase it, you committed an evil deed. You took a human life. You killed someone. Whether it was for the greater good or not does not matter. So would you say the ends justify the means in your case? Even though I did not enjoy doing this for the greater good, it was supposed to have saved my universe, but then, points at Unholy Zud, that guy broke in and killed my father and took over my universe. Unholy Zud, I killed your father because I knew you didn't want to kill your Henry, and that your father forced you to for the greater good. Spit! Another reason why I hate the light. I only invade your universe because I felt Henry die. Even though he isn't from my universe, I can feel when any of my Henrys are in distress. Hesitant, surprised. Hold on, wait, can you elaborate on that last part? You said that you felt your Henry die even though you're not from the same universe? How is that possible? I'm intrigued, please tell me more. When my light self's Henry died, it felt like a piece of me had died. It filled me with so much rage. That's why I killed his dad and took away his universe from him for Henry. So, if a version of someone you love dies in a different universe, in a different timeline of events, you'd be able to feel that? That's remarkable. I would have not have anticipated that. You're telling me that the universe is much more interconnected than I had originally believed? The universes, the people, everything, and everyone in them are all linked in some sort of way? Laughs. Oh no, the only reason why I can sense every Henry is because after I killed my father and joined Henry, we developed a bond so strong that I could feel his presence everywhere I went. He is the reason why I was able to take over my universe and leave it to take over other universes. He made me the powerful being I am today. If only your Henry was taken away from you, then you'd be just as powerful. Stares into Zud's eyes. I know exactly where your Henry is. You what? Where's my Henry? What'd you do to him? Anger rises up. Laughs at Zud's anger. I'm not the one who took him away. I want you to be evil, so letting Henry stay with you would be the better option. But guess who has been afraid of you turning evil this whole time? Smirks and looks at Holy Zud. So what do you all think about this part of the story so far?
Let the world burn, is all I'm saying.
You! How could you? Staring down at Holy Zud. What did you do to Henry? Where is he? Voice turns menacing, angry. Holy Zud steps back in fear. Hey, why do you believe my dark self's accusations I took your Henry? Does that really make sense? Why would I do that? Stares Holy Zud in the eyes menacingly. I can tell when you're lying to me, and I can feel that you know where he is. Where is he? Where is Henry? How do you even feel that? What makes you think I'm lying? I have no reason to lie. Steps further back. Because you're scared. You're hiding something. Because when your evil version mentioned that he knows where Henry is, you weren't surprised. You knew what he was going to say. And because you're now trying to change the narrative. You're trying to tell me I shouldn't believe what your dark self said. You know exactly what your dark self was talking about. Where is my Henry? Voice raising slightly, eyes filled with anger. Sweat drips down Holy Zud's forehead. Why would I be scared? Even though you have an inner darkness, I am more powerful than you because of my ability to travel across the multiverse. And that would only prove his point that I took Henry away because I was scared of what you could become. Steps back again. You are scared I might become evil, aren't you? Gazes at Holy Zud. Because if I become evil, that means you'll have to fight me, and I'm very powerful. I'm starting to see the truth now. Starts to sweat even more. I never said that is what actually happened. I'm just saying that if what he said were to be true, that could be a possible reason. Pleads to himself internally. Please don't turn evil and show your dark side to your creepy black lip smile. Please don't turn evil. Please don't turn evil. Please don't turn evil. Chuckles. My dark side. Black lips start to form slowly. A sinister smile grows on Zud's face. Has only just begun. Black lips and a creepy smile are fully formed now. Uh-oh, everyone, what do you think about what just happened?
He is gonna end up burning down the world just to find his Henry.
Covers eyes to avoid looking into smile. No, what have I done? This can't be happening. Stares at Holy Zud, who has his eyes covered. Oh, but it is. You have no control over what happens now. Evil voice. I'm free. Okay, as long as I keep my eyes covered like Zud advised earlier while facing his dark side, I won't have to stare into his eyes. Keeps his eyes with his hands. There's no way this is happening right now. Evil Zud walks closer to Holy Zud, staring him down, his evil smile still on his face. Keep your eyes covered all you want, Holy Zud, but we both know I am still here. I'm just on the other side of your hands. Evil Zud places his hand on Holy Zud's cheek and gently lifts up his hand so he can see Zud's evil smile and dark black lips. There is no use in trying to resist. It is already done. Jump scare time! What do you think about the Zud skin jump scare?
It actually kind of low-key got me-ish.
Nice!
Yeah.
Holy Zud wanted to scream in pain after seeing what was behind his hands. Evil Zud chuckles, amused by Holy Zud's horror. Your actions have consequences, and this is what you get. Now look upon your doom and weep. I thought I could stop this tragedy. I did everything I could to stop your corruption, but I only made it worse. Evil Zud smiled grossly and bigger. You were once my friend once, Holy Zud, but you had to go and make me angry. And look at what that got you. You only yourself to blame. There is something you have to understand, Holy Zud. There are always consequences with every action, no matter how good or bad it may be. So what's the lesson we've learned here? Evil Zud pauses. Never make me angry. So if I give you back your Henry, will you go back to being good again? Evil Zud laughs. Of course not, Holy Zud. There is no going back from this. So now that you're finally facing the consequences of your actions, would you say it was worth it? That it was for the greater good? Hangs head in shame. No. No, it was not. Evil Zud looks at Holy Zud for a moment, studying him before smiling. What a perfect ending to the story. I feel like this moment here is the one where you've learned the most valuable lesson. I'm actually almost proud of you. This is the moment where you've learned what it truly means to be immortal. You now understand that everything you do has a consequence, and it is best to think before you act, because you never know when the tables might turn so easily like this. Sighs. Even though nothing will change, I will still keep my word and give you back your Henry. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. That's very honorable of you, Holy Zod, and I thank you for that. Now that you're feeling like immortal, I do have one last question for you. What do you consider to be the true difference between good and evil? Bring Zud to Henry's cage in the pocket dimension. For all of my existence, I thought I knew exactly what was good and what was evil. But now, I am not sure if I'm even good anymore. Then you and I are in agreement. Good and evil are terms that everyone has a different definition of. What one person may believe is good and noble, to another person it can be cruel and terrible. It's all about perspectives. Everyone sees themselves as the good guy, even those who are doing evil. Everyone has their own reasoning for what they're doing, and they always see it as being for the greater good, which is what makes so many people do terrible things without realizing what they become. Unlocks the cage, setting Henry free. I thought I was saving the multiverse by taking Henry away from you, but I only drove you further down the path of darkness. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Never act unless you're absolutely sure of the outcome, and even then, always weigh the possible consequences. You have to be absolutely positive about what you're doing, and you have to be absolutely willing to face any and all potential consequences. For all you know, your best actions might not end up being so great, and your worst actions might end up doing so good. You simply never know. I never thought you would know that I was you from another universe, a version of you that sacrificed everything for the greater good, and for what? It all came crashing down. That is an unfortunate truth of life, I'm afraid. There is no such thing as a greater good. There are only personal goals, personal reasons, personal wants, and desires. You have them, I have them, and everyone has them. Every action we take is for our own good in one way or another. When we get down to it, none of us of what we do is truly good or evil. It is merely for our own selfish desires, but we don't want to admit it. Deep down, I was just afraid of what you could become. I was afraid of you. I was afraid of me? Holy Zed looks confused. And there is your answer. Your fears what led you to take Henry away from me, and that is what created this entire scenario. Now you must wonder, Holy Zud, was it really worth it? Was taking away Henry to help the multiverse truly worth driving me to this, turning me into the very thing you feared, the very thing you fought against, the very thing you hated? Tear rolls down Holy Zod's face. As he is speaking, he feels he was choking. No, it was not. There it is. I think this is the final lesson you've learned this day. Every action has consequences, and you need to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Everything that you've been through this day has led you to this moment, where you realize the truth of the universe. So now that everything has been done and said, there is one last question. What happens now? So what do you think happens now?
I'm I'm not really sure. Hmm.
Although Holy Zud knows the answer, he tries one last time to change Zud's mind. Now that I have learned my lesson, you and Henry can go back to enjoying your lives the way things were before, and you won't do anything evil and just leave me be, right? Evil Zud bursts out laughing, almost unable to control yourself. Are you serious? Do you really think that? Even after everything we've been through? You need to understand, Holy Zud. You and I will never be the same again. You may have learned from your mistakes. You may have grown from all this, and you may have not and you may have become a better person. But I am not a better person. I am worse than I've ever been, and I will only get worse with time. Laughed along with Zud nervously. Of course not. What was I even thinking? That would be silly of me. Laughing turns into uncontrollable sobbing. Evil Zod steps up directly in front of Holy Zod, looking right into his eyes. His evil smile still formed. Look at me. Look into my eyes. I want to see the exact moment you break. I can't let him have the satisfaction of my failure. Covers eyes with hands and runs away. I won't look at you. Evil Zod bursts out laughing again, amused by Holy Zod's attempt to escape. You're pathetic. You're scared. Evil Zod walks slowly behind Holy Zod and places his hand on his shoulder. And you know the craziest part of all this? You are responsible for all this. Evil Zud takes his hand off Holy Zud's shoulder and steps back while he laughs harder. You have no one to blame but yourself. How did you catch up so fast? But no matter what, I mustn't look him in the eyes. Continues to run away. Evil Zud continues to follow Holy Zud, mocking him the whole way. Look at me. Look at me right in the eyes. I know you want to. I know how much you want to. You have to. Shouts, I cannot see you. Runs away even faster. Evil Zud catches up to Holy Zud and grabs onto his shoulders and forces Holy Zud to turn around so they're face to face. Look at me. Yelps. You may have caught me, but you cannot make me look at you. Eyes still closed and covered with hands. Evil Zud lets out a terrifying laugh, then takes his hand and gently lifts Holy Zud's hands away from his eyes. Do it. Look at me. Evil Zud leans closer as he speaks, because this is the last chance you'll ever have. Even though his hands are no longer over his eyes, he continues to keep his eyes shut. Evil Zud lets out another terrifying laugh, then suddenly pulls Holy Zud towards him while holding his jaw still and forces his eyes open. Look at me. As Holy Zud's eyes are forced open, he feels a sense of dread in his heart, having to face the demon he has created. No, it can't be. This is all just a horrible nightmare. Evil Zud smiles, amused by Holy Zud's horror when he realizes what he created. No, it's no nightmare. It's all real, and you're responsible for it all. The consequences of your actions, Holy Zud, and they're right there, in the face of evil. Evil in its purest form. Evil Zud! I had to save you. Hits Zud with blasts from ray of purification staff. Please work, please work. So do you think the staff worked?
No, I think no. What? Okay, my side light for a bit. No. I think Zud's too deep into his evil form that Night Zud can't pull him back out of.
The purifying ray strikes Evil Zud, and a wave of radiant yellow light covers Evil Zud. Evil Zud stops for a second, frozen in place, looking to be in the pain from the purification ray. Ah, what? What are you doing? What is this? What are you using? How are you doing this? Evil Zud's eyes narrow and he shakes his head to get rid of the golden light as a red glow starts to form in his eyes. Stands up confidently. That's the ray of purification's power for you. Laughs until he sees Zud's red eyes. No, how did that not work? Evil Zud takes a step closer towards Holy Zud, staring him down. So you think you can purify me? You think you are strong enough to remove this darkness? This curse? You will never be able to make me pure. Evil Zud bursts out laughing before abruptly stopping and growing stern. I'm more powerful than you can ever imagine. I'm a force of nature. I'm a force of evil. I am evil incarnate, and you will never beat me. I have to fix what I've broken. Tears form in Holy Zud's light blue eyes. I must save you. You will never save me. You need to understand, I am beyond saving. Evil Zud cannot be purified. I am evil. I will always be evil, and there is absolutely nothing you can ever do to change that. Evil Zud chuckles slyly. You cannot save me, Holy Zud. I do not need saving. You need saving from me. But I don't want you to be the bad guy. Remember when you were so kind-hearted and cheerful? You wanted to do good for your fellow people. Evil Zud scoffs. I was naive, innocent, foolish. Evil Zud points his finger at Holy Zud. You took all that away from me, Holy Zud. How could you do that to me? Evil Zud shakes his head, laughing. We could have been such good friends. Evil Zud suddenly lets out a deep grunt, gritting his teeth. But here we are now, aren't we? Sighs. You're right. I wrongfully took away your happiness in life, your Henry. And even though I set him free, you can never get back that time with him. I'm so sorry. Evil Zud puts his hands on Holy Zud's shoulders again, smiling sinisterly. It's too late for your apologies, Holy Zud. I told you, there are consequences for your actions. It's time that you learn them. Evil Zud lets out a loud laugh, and you just gave me an idea for your punishment. Gulps. I'm ready to face whatever you have for me. No more running away. Oh, that's very noble of you, Holy Zod. Well then, if you are so committed, then you should see out your punishment right here, right now. Evil Zud grins mischievously. Let's do it! Evil Zud puts his hand behind his back and snaps his fingers. Suddenly, the sky grows dark, and the ground around them shakes. Lightning strikes all around. A portal then opens in front of them. Enter. Evil Zud chuckles sinisterly again. Enters the portal. A dark void surrounds Holy Zud and he enters the portal. The void is complete nothing. Even with his eyes open, Holy Zud cannot see anything. He is completely alone and in complete darkness. The sound of thunder and lightning cracks and booms in the distance, and he can feel nothing else but darkness. After a few movements, a faint red glow starts to form around him. It grows larger and larger, and suddenly, Evil Zud appears in front of Holy Zud with his arms crossed, smiling. Welcome, Holy Zud. Welcome to the void. I guess I deserve to be here. Considering this is what I did to your Henry, I can't stop you from doing as you wish anymore. You may go on and be free, dear Henry. Yes, you deserve to be here. You will be here for eternity, and you will suffer for eternity. You will truly get to realize the consequences of your actions, Holy Zod, and you will know what it means to truly suffer. Evil Zod laughs, his red eyes shining in the darkness as he grins sinisterly. You truly are a fool, Holy Zod. Evil Zod lets out a loud laugh and fades away, leaving nothing but absolute darkness and silence. Holy Zud speaks to himself. Even though Zud has fallen into the darkness, at least he gets to be happy with his Henry now. Holy Zud sits in the empty void, left with his thoughts, with no sound to be heard except for the deafening silence, the occasional crash of thunder, and the crack of lightning, as Holy Zud sits for eternity, reflecting on the choices he made that led him to this moment. The end. So what do you think about this story?
It was amazing. I loved it.
It was.
What was your all's favorite part about the story?
I'm not sure.
I liked it when Light Zod was trying to, and I quote, save Zod from corrupting. But in reality, it showed that not all good can be truly good without them hiding something behind another person's back and lying to that person, even if it's trying to keep him safe or
Carl, I'm really glad you understood the story.
Yeah.
So I guess you get the moral of the story is that good and evil is not so black and white, and that bad people can do things for like good reasons, I guess, and good people can do things for like bad reasons or something like that.
Yeah. But then again, I've also been like always be like on the villain side of things because I kind of like see what they're going through, and the fact that you put a little bit of Evil Zud's backstory in there, I kind of got not a feeling glimpse, I guess you can say, of what Evil Zud went through and how Sunday, his father, was treating him, and that he that his father tried forcing him to kill Henry, like one of his best friends, and stuff like that.
But yeah, I knew you'd really like the story, and I'm really glad you get the story as well too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and also another moral of the story is don't make Zud angry. I even commented, yeah, whatever you do, don't make Zud angry.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But anyways, this story took me over an hour to read.
Yeah,
It was
it
it
did.
was cool though. Really cool.
It was.
I'm glad you all stuck around to listen to the story even though it was over an hour long.
Yeah.
You know.
But anyways, what do you think about what happened to Zud, or well, Holy Zud, at the end of the story? What do you think about what happened to him, his fate?
I think he kind of deserved it because, after all, he was hiding Zud's best friend, even though Henry was trying to like corrupt him and stuff. I think Light Zud got what he deserved.
I think so too. And also, Carl, you aren't the only one who often roots for the villains. I tend to root for the villains as well too, especially in Camp Minecraft.
Yeah. It's always about the heroes and how I quote good they are, even though they kill like innocent people too, not just villains, and they destroy
Yeah.
buildings and
Timber.
But yeah, Carl, I really feel like you get me, and you really got the story quite well. I knew you'd like the story.
yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I might disconnect in a few moments. My Discord is bugging out really bad right now.
Yeah, I need to go do some things. I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
Oh,
bye.
oh,
But
Bye.
internet
anyways,
crash.
I'm
Bye.
actually going to be ending the video, so you all want to say bye to the viewers?
Bye, viewers.
Later, viewers.
But anyways, everyone, if you all like the story, leave a comment down below what you all thought about the story, and if you all had any favorite parts or just any comments you want to make about the story. But don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell for more notifications. Bye, everyone.
Bye.